Welcome,
Okay,
join us
and
as we
Aries.
explore
So
the
your reading
mystical
starts
insights of the
with
Blood
your
Moon
oracle card,
Oracle,
which is a number
revealing
32,
profound guidance
which
for
ends up
your
being the
journey
five,
ahead.
about quieting the
Thank you
mind.
for watching.
Things may be changing in this moment for you. And the important thing to know is that the more stillness you embrace in this moment, if you're a prayer, this might be a season you're heading into where prayer is going to be something that you don't want to forego. If you're a meditator, this may be something to allow meditation to be at the forefront and at the end of your day. It's going to be very important. I almost feel like you could be heading into a season of busyness where you tend to put those things to the side, which doesn't serve you, because those are the things, even though you are in a busy season, finding stillness creates groundedness and balance and security for you. But it feels like you might be heading into a busy season here, or you already may be in a busy season where stillness is going to be really important, and you're going to need moments of silence to stay balanced and grounded, to stay in your best energy. The tarot cards that I got was the Ace of Swords on the back side, the Nine of Swords on the front side, the Four of Cups on the back side, and then on the bottom we have the Eight of Cups. Now, I don't know why in this season is all about emotions and thoughts. If you're not careful as you enter into this season, you may be, for some of you, tempted to worry. There's something about the past that might be resurfacing. It may cause you to doubt yourself or do the shoulda, coulda, woulda thing. Spirit is wanting you to understand what has happened. The endings that have taken place has created new beginnings. What has happened was supposed to happen, and there's certain lessons that you were supposed to learn. So don't take full accountability for things that didn't go down the way that they were supposed to. But at the same time, Aries, you don't want to avoid your part. You don't want to avoid accountability. And so there's something about not blaming yourself, but at the same time, taking accountability for the part that you played. Because there's something about a new beginning coming in because this ending happened. So I almost feel like it could not have happened any other way. I don't know if this is something that's resurfacing. This is something that might be heavy on your mind in this next season, but don't allow yourself to get caught up in this downward spiral of thinking back how things didn't go the way that you wanted. Because the more you feed that energy, the more that energy is going to grab hold of you, and it's going to be hard to let it go. This Nine of Swords is almost like having the potential to allow yourself to go down the rabbit hole of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, right? Or what could happen. But it says that you're going to be victorious. Where you're headed now, this new part of your journey that has happened because of the endings, right? You will be victorious no matter how this plays out. So don't think too hard on it. Don't try to figure out every little detail here. Just allow yourself to enjoy the ride. This might even be a time to go within, to spend more time praying or meditating instead of trying to figure things out or piece together the past, right? There's some trial I feel like that you'll be encountering when it comes to your head and your heart here as you move forward. But I think it's going to be easiest to allow yourself to go within during this next season. Spirit is really calling you to pray in this next season. Spirit is really calling you to meditate in this next season, Aries. So I see good things coming towards you. I see, with this Ace of Wands and this Eight of Cups, I'm looking at this star. It's like a shooting star or a meteorite, which is talking about good energy, something new coming into the scene, good experiences. The ego is carrying a wreath, which it signifies victory. And so along with that, though, is the possibility to allow all of what has happened up until now to go to your head, to affect your heart with the Four of Cups. Don't be disappointed about what has happened in the past, and don't let it stop you from moving forward and being optimistic about your future. So there's some trial that may be heading towards you here, Aries. The Spirit wants you to spend more time in prayer, spend more time in meditation so you don't get caught up in this energy that has the potential to suck you back down. The only way it could do that is if you give it your full attention, if you give it your energy, if you allow it to take you into this worrisome energy. I'm here and just give it to the universe. Just give it to God, right? And so this next trial for you is just about focus, where you're going to put your focus. It may mean the difference between having a difficult time with this busy season that's heading towards you, or just allowing yourself to coast through it by focusing your energy intentionally within. Okay. I feel like this is your level up. You're heading to the next level. And, you know, many times we have tests that come right before we level up. Yeah. And so that's what I have for you. This is your clarion call during this next season we're in, is to quiet your mind and go within. Okay, Aries? And victory is guaranteed, is what I'm hearing. There's no way around it. It's just about how easy you allow yourself to enter in. Okay. Aries can tend to be overdoers, overactive, and perfectionists sometimes, but Spirit is asking you to allow them to handle this transition. You just go within, you just pray and you meditate. Everything else will be taken care of. Okay. That's for you, Taurus. That's for you, Aries. And so the energies we have is Swords and Cups. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay. That's your message, Aries. Take care. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led. I'll see you next time, my love bugs. Bye. All right. Next is Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Welcome to the reading today. What clarion call are you hearing right now? Blood Moon Oracle here. My name is Leticia. Welcome. And so I did pull your oracle cards before, just to save time. Into Me I See, and Exposed and Revealed are your two oracle cards. I feel like there's a lot that you are being shown right now about the company that you keep, even about yourself. Into Me I See and Exposed and Revealed is all about coming to a time now where you have to see yourself truly. For some reason, maybe you have not been able to see yourself clearly because of who you had around you. I almost feel like Spirit is separating and forcing people out of your life right now. And I feel like Spirit don't want you to chase after these people. I'll tell you why I say that. We have the Tower coming out here, and the front side of the Tower, and the back side of the Knight of Pentacles. And then what you don't see on the bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords. I feel like you're tired, like you have exhausted so much energy, Taurus, in people and trying to keep things together, relationships together, situations together. You see these two eyes, the eye here in the oracle card and the eye above the Tower. You can see plainly people for who they are. I feel like Spirit has shown you this and is showing you this currently. And as you see people falling out of your life, it's on purpose. Don't run after them. Don't chase them. I feel like Spirit is letting you know, in exchange for removing these people, Spirit wants you to see yourself clearly. These could be people that represented people that reminded you of things that kept you in some type of shame, or crouched up, not really fully being able to be yourself. There's something about that I'm feeling here. And so Spirit is showing you this, is exposing these people and revealing like who they are and how they've played a part in trying to keep you small. But Spirit wants you to see yourself clearly, even with things that you might normally not necessarily be proud of. Like, Spirit is not calling those things forward for you to feel shame. Sometimes those things are called forward for us to realize what we need to work on and what would make us better once we deal with those things and acknowledge those things. And so I do feel like your clarion call is all about where you're going to be placing your energy. It's going to be within you, into seeing yourself clearly. I feel like for whoever you are, you're just exhausted, like with the same old rigmarole. You're exhausted. You have nothing left to really offer these dead, toxic situations. You got the t-shirt for it, you know, and that's your proof that you were there. You did that. But there's like really nothing left that you want or have to offer to these dead situations. Like, Spirit is saying, let it burn. Let it burn. You see these two fires? I don't know if you can see that on the Four of Swords. The Tower, there's a fire there as people are falling out of the Tower. These fires that I feel like maybe sparked in your connections, these connections that really aren't beneficial anyway, let them burn. Don't chase after them, right? It's time for you to see yourself clearly. And so if this is a message that is resonating, if this is for you, Spirit is saying it's time to see into yourself. You haven't seen anything yet. You haven't seen anything yet. And it's time to hold your head up and to stop making yourself small. Stop going to crouch in a corner. It may be time to confront things, even if it does set things on fire or burn bridges. It's time to confront them and call a spade a spade. It's time to tell the truth, no matter who don't like it, right? All they can do is, move away from your energy. And that may, for those that react that way anyway, that may be what needs to happen anyway. So for you, this is kind of like a wake-up call of you needing to really see into yourself, because the people that you have around you are absolutely affecting your energy. Absolutely. And it's time to burn that out. It's time to purify, right? Your group, your crowd. And Spirit is showing you some things. So don't try to sugarcoat it, right? Accept the truth that you are being shown, Taurus, right now. Even about yourself. This is about a season of healing for you with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles can sometimes be construed as like a shamanistic energy, bringing everything back into balance, bringing healing. These people being burned out of your life is healing for you. It's going to provide space for you to heal. You no longer have the energy to pour into dead relationships or dead situations. It's time to let it go. Okay? And don't feel bad about it, Taurus. Sometimes Spirit has to intervene on our behalf, because if Spirit doesn't do it, it won't get done. So sometimes Spirit has to orchestrate an intervention, a situation that's going to spark things up and kick things off, right? I feel like that's what may be happening. So don't try to stop it. As people are being driven out of your life, understand that it is for the best, okay? Sometimes all you have to do is look and see the fruit that people bring into your life. Especially if you can do a comparison. Like, before this person came into my life, or before I got close to this person, my life used to be so peaceful. And then after I started associating with this person and hanging around this person, things just got chaotic and just full of drama all the time. Sometimes you can do a visual comparison. I feel like there's something here where you can plainly see this. Maybe you've been giving this person a lot of grace. It's time to cut it off, okay? Or these people, whoever they are. It's time to choose yourself, Taurus, and see the light that you are, okay? Yeah. I don't know if I'm talking to like an earth angel energy. I do see an angel here. Somebody that carries a lot of light. It's time to come back to you, Taurus. Yeah. So that's your clarion call message, Taurus. That's what I have for you. Thank you for stopping by. I hope that spoke some life into you. Maybe even confirm some things. Let them go. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led. Blood Moon Oracle. My name is Leticia. I'll see you next time, Taurus. Gemini, welcome. Welcome to this evening's reading where we're looking at the clarion call pointed towards each sign. We're talking about you, Gemini. My name is Leticia. This is Blood Moon Oracle. Thank you for stopping by. I did pull your cards out. For you, Gemini, I got Beyond the Ordinary. Beyond the Ordinary. Spirit wants you to know that there is a mystery about you. There is a mystery concerning you. This mystery is not one that is revealed. Like, you may find yourself searching high and low, trying to get certain information, but there's certain things about you, about your path, that has not been revealed, because it could be so deep into mysticism that there are no words to explain these things. And so though you may look deep, high and low, trying to find out, it's something that you can't see or know, because it's beyond anything that you know. right? And so, but Spirit also wants you to know not to mistake anything that has happened up until this point. Everything has been purposeful. There is absolutely a divine purpose behind your existence, behind the path that you've traveled up to this point. And Spirit wants you to surrender and accept not knowing, but trusting. Surrender to not knowing, but trust, okay? That everything is unfolding in divine order and coming into shape as it pertains to you. So your job right now, your divine message, your clarion call is to stay the course. Don't move, don't give up, don't go back. Stay the course. Keep moving forward in the way that you have been. And whatever comes, allow it to come, because it will. It's supposed to, exactly as it's supposed to. And don't feel like you have to know. Don't try to find out. Just allow things to unfold as they are. There's something very deeply mystical when it comes to you right now. Your tarot cards were the Emperor, the backside of the Emperor, the Six of Swords, the front side of the Six of Swords. And what you don't see on the bottom is the Six of Pentacles, the backside of the Six of Pentacles. And so right now, as I was saying with Beyond the Ordinary, the Oracle card, this almost feels like you've been thinking a lot, especially with these two cards. It's almost like you've been looking out at what you have in front of you. If you're someone who leads people, you're looking at, you know, what you have been given charge of and how you've done a really good job with, you know, handling that. But I also feel like there's this deep sense that you're looking for something. You're searching for something. You're trying to figure something out. The Six of Swords from the front side is almost like you're trying to deliberate on which direction to go. Whatever it is that you've walked away from or moved away from with the Six of Swords, Spirit is definitely wanting you not to return. Spirit is saying, keep moving forward. You could not return if you wanted to with the Six of Swords going forward. And it wouldn't be beneficial. Spirit is telling you to keep moving forward. Don't circle back. Keep moving forward. And there's something about you and the elements here. I can't help but look at all of these different elemental signs that show up on the back of the throne and on the back of his garment. See those signs? Something about sulfur coming up here in gold. Having everything that you need right now. And if you don't, Spirit is letting you know that you will be given. You may be coming into connection with people who will make sure that you have everything that you need, or who will be willing to assist you in moving in the direction for things that you need or things that needs to be done. And so everything is unfolding, Spirit is saying. Not all of it is describable in human terms where you would understand it. There's such a deep mystical energy around you right now. Not everything is describable. Nevertheless, Spirit is saying, just trust that things are unfolding in your behalf the exact way that it's supposed to. Now, for some of you, I'm going to take it a step further. I may lose some of you here. As I'm looking at this card, this feels not only mystical, it even feels alien to me. So some of you may be tapping into things so deep that it ceases to be relatable from a humanistic standpoint. Some of you may be going so deep when it comes to tapping into certain energies and sources. You may in fact be tapping into something that is not common. I'm getting that as well. And that's where this search is coming from for deeper understanding, especially as it pertains to something elemental. I'm hearing the Spirit is saying there aren't words to describe what you're trying to understand. This is something that you have to feel and trust as it's unveiled and shown to you. Whatever it is, Spirit is saying, just keep moving forward. Yeah. Very interesting. For a few of you, there's some thought about turning around and going back. Spirit is saying, no, keep moving forward. There's something that you desire. I can't help but see her carrying this large cup this large chalice, and she's draped in a green drape. There's a lot of green in this picture. There's something about the heart energy and fulfillment. Keep moving forward towards your fulfillment. There is something that will be very pleasing to you if you keep moving forward, because it's not behind you, it's in front of you in the direction that you're traveling. So don't get it twisted and feel like you left something behind. Spirit is saying, no, this is in front of you. This that you desire is in front of you. And so that's the clarion call message I have for you. I feel like you're very attentive right now. Very attentive, especially with your responsibilities, what you've been given to do. I feel like you are very connected and just kind of overseeing how you've done a really good job with what you've been given. That may, in fact, be you trying to plan on how you can expand or do more. Spirit is saying everything that you need to move forward will be given. If you don't have it, there are those that will be coming in to assist you. With the Six of Pentacles, this is all about reciprocation, receiving of resources. For some of you, you are in a position to give resources. And so if you're not waiting, there could be those being sent to you in order for you to assist. Okay. 6-6 may be important. Yeah. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. Very mystical energy I'm feeling with you in this reading. Yeah, very mystical. And I don't know why I'm hearing non-human, very mystical energy. So maybe that makes sense to you. I don't know. Take that as it resonates. That's what I have. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you feel comfortable, let me know what that means to you. Thank you for stopping by. This is your clarion call, Gemini, to keep moving forward. What you desire is in front of you, not behind you. Okay. That's what I have. Take care, Gemini. Bye. Cancer. Hi, Cancer. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. We're taking a look at the clarion call for you right now in this moment. Like, share, comment. My name is Leticia, and you're watching Blood Moon Oracle channel. And so I did pull out your cards. I do have the Oracle card that came out for you. For your clarion call, you got the willing release. Willing release. And we see these, I always forget the name of these flowers. Snapdragons, I think is the name. You blow them and they disperse. We many times will use these to make wishes. I feel like there's something that is unfolding for you, something that you may have desired that's happening for you. You're being called to release. You're being called to release, Cancer. That's your clarion call, to release, to yield to divine plan, to divine orchestration here. Yeah. There's something too about, you know, sometimes when we manifest, it's like one of the main things that I've heard would be effective in manifesting is releasing the outcome. Releasing the outcome, releasing the expectation of it showing up in a certain way. Sometimes spirit knows more about what we need than we know. So there's something about releasing the outcome, releasing the attachment to form or expectation, and leaving room for like serendipity. That's the message I'm getting here. There's something about that, something beautiful coming in for you during this time. It may be like an answer to your prayer. It may be a final reward for like all of the work that you've put in, and you'll finally see the reward coming back around. I feel like you are someone who is very much in tune with yourself, engaged with your higher power, hardworking, solid foundations. Everything is like in place. The only thing left is surrender. Right? Surrender. There's something about surrendering and that working out for your highest good. The tarot cards I got is the Two of Pentacles the King of Pentacles with his back turned on the back side. And what you don't see is the Three of Pentacles here. So first of all, what you don't see, Three of Pentacles talks about possibly being really good at what you do, so good that people are watching and commending you for what it is that you do. I get this in the Two of Pentacles too. If you look on the balcony right above the pentacles that this person is displaying, this is almost like the work that he does, like everyone is coming out to see what he has to offer. There's something about you being really good at what you do and having those that are waiting to work for you, to work with you. Being seen in a very stable position with the King of Pentacles with his back turned. There's something very stable about this. And I think the back turn means that you have really found a beautiful balance that works for you. Unlike the Queen of Pentacles, who really spends a lot of time fulfilling and being like this centerpiece, this grounded centerpiece for others. The King actually has found, as you can tell, he's out and about. He's away from the castle. He's out in nature. He's found a sense of freedom away from others' expectations or needs. Not that he doesn't take care of others, he does, but there's also a place that he finds peace away from everything and abundance, right? He has a watermelon on the back of his throne. It's almost like saving that for himself, though he may in fact share that with others as well. It's almost like he knows how to take a piece for himself and not be overworked or over useful when it comes to others. The King has really taken sovereignty over his throne and over his life. And so there's something here about you being seen in this way. And also, I feel like this is an important time. The clarion call for you is that your reward is coming in, Cancer. But there's something about needing to surrender willingly. There's something that Spirit is asking you to surrender to. I don't know what that could be. There is something coming towards you that's very rewarding, that may be kind of like a answer to what you've asked for, what you need, a wish, but releasing the outcome to Spirit, to divine timing, divine plan, divine orchestration, right? There's something about being willing to release the outcome to the divine is what I'm hearing for you. Well done, thy good and faithful servant is what I'm hearing. I don't know if that's would ring a bell for someone. That's what I'm hearing in my spirit. Spirit is saying, well done, thy good and faithful servant. Yeah. So lots of earth energy here. I see lots of fire energy as well. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting for you, Cancer. Okay, release the outcome. It's coming. Thank you for stopping by. Blood Moon Oracle here. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not. If you feel led, comment. Let me know how this resonates with you, Cancer. That is your clarion call in this season. Release the outcome. Okay. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time, Cancer. Bye. Leo, welcome, Leo, to today's reading about the clarion call for you. My name is Leticia, and this channel is Blood Moon Oracle. So as I was shuffling your cards, I was hearing that song. It's an older song. Mama said there'll be days like this. There'll be days like this. Mama said. Mama said, Mama said, Mama said, there'll be days like this. There'll be days like this. My mama said. So I feel like for someone, you got healing of the heart. It could be today, may be a day, or you may be going through a time where you are having heart palpitations emotionally, not practically, but emotionally. It could be a difficult time that you're experiencing right now. Maybe missing someone, maybe you've lost someone, maybe there's a relationship that has been lost. Maybe it just grew apart. You find yourself missing that person right now, or you could be feeling that from watching someone else going through a difficult time. There's something that's affecting your heart today, right now in the season, which says that there's still room for healing. There's still something that causes you emotional pain, whether it's a loss or whether it's difficulties in life. But I'm hearing that, and I'm hearing that song for you. And so you may find yourself kind of like in a time of tending to your heart, or you may need to. You may need to take time to really care for yourself. Your tarot cards I got were the Lovers on the backside, King of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. And what you don't see is the Three of Pentacles. Lots of Pentacles coming out. I see you very stable, Leo, with proper support. With the Lovers, this means that you are in relationships or in a relationship that's very stable right now, and very balanced right now. Like whatever you need, you have someone that's able to fill your cup, whatever they need. It's almost like a very alchemically balanced relationship. You have the gold and they have the silver. It's very balanced. This could also point to a time where you are in a position to make very important decisions from a very balanced place. Being that you come out with the King of Pentacles, I feel like that places you in a position of security, being very stable and secure. You are someone that people could be coming to right now for balance, for help, for assistance of some kind. You've made a lot of success for yourself, and you don't fault people for coming to you and asking for help. You may remember what it felt like to not be in that position, or you may feel like you've been placed in that position to be of help, whichever one that is. I feel like that's the energy that you're given. It is the King of Pentacles, but you don't have to be a man. You could absolutely be any gender. We're just talking about energy, and you do it so well. This Two of Pentacles shows you balancing all the different aspects of what you do in your success. This also may talk about you needing to stay balanced and be careful not to take on too much, not to take on more than you can chew. Being that the Three of Pentacles comes out in the what you don't see, I feel like there are opportunities coming in to expand, to build. There are those that are watching and waiting for an opportunity, possibly even to work with you, or like I said, people that are looking to you for help in some type of way. But the Two of Pentacles says to be careful that you don't bite off more than you can chew. Now, this emotional aspect coming in may also point to a time where you will need to pay special attention, because you may continue to go hard like you've been going, not really giving yourself the time for the healing that you are being called to do in your heart space. This feels like something that you may need to take time out to address and to allow yourself to attend to. You know, it's hurting for some reason. It's your heart is calling for your attention. And I feel like your clarion call, Spirit wants you to stop and attend to it. With everything else good that's happening in your life, there's a need to stop and attend to what's calling out to you. If something hurts, that means it's calling out for help, for attention. And there's something here that I feel like Spirit wants you to stop and address, or give time and attention to. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing for you. Yeah, make your heart a priority right now. This may even be needing to set everything to the side in order to do this. Spirit wants you to prioritize your heart right now. And as a result, you will see beauty and goodness come from that time that you're giving to your heart's call. Okay. Yeah. So for some of you, this could be needing to release something that you may have thought you had gotten over. Maybe you didn't. This could be you wanting to intervene, watching others suffer in some kind of way, but can't. This is accepting that, but allowing yourself to feel it and address those feelings that you're feeling around that situation. Yeah. Whatever that is, for some of you, it's missing someone. Whatever that is, Spirit is saying prioritize your heart. It needs your attention right now. Okay, that's your clarion call, Leo. Yeah. And even though there's lots of pentacles out here, which says, you know, this is really very beautiful for me, because it says there's a lot of stability, especially the King of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. There's a lot of stability and only more to come. More wealth, more stability is coming your way with the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, a nice balance here. There are some things that money can't buy. there are some things that materialism can't heal. There's something that Spirit is asking you to attend to. It's your heart. Take time to stop and heal is what I'm hearing, okay? There's important decisions that are heading your way that you'll need to make. And so what you're going to prioritize here is going to be really important. What you're going to prioritize moving forward. All right, that's what I have for you, Leo. Healing the heart. And maybe that song was one that's on your mind. Maybe you're hearing it as I'm talking. Maybe you just heard it or you will hear it. That's how you know this message is for you. Okay. That's what I have for you, my darlings. Thank you for stopping by. Blood Moon Oracle here. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. Like, share, comment, and I will see you next time, my Leos. Thanks for stopping by. Virgo, hey, welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. We're looking at the clarion call for you in this time, in this season. Leticia is my name. I did pull your cards for the sake of time. Your oracle card, Virgo, I hope you all are well today, is Close Encounters. Close Encounters. So I feel for you right now is a time where you are possibly having an opportunity to share your experience, coming out of something. First of all, I'm seeing this butterfly that's in the cage, coming out of something, some type of restriction or something that is changing for you. It's a 10, so there's an end of a season. 10s mean that there's a new beginning abroad that you're heading into. But Close Encounters talks about being in a position of vulnerability, not being afraid to be vulnerable where you are or to share your experience with those around you. There may be something that you're going through that's going to be beneficial for those around you. You may have been appointed to go through this so that they can learn from you. There's something about that. And seeing vulnerability as a strength, not as a weakness. I'm hearing that very loudly. Seeing it as a strength and letting others see your process or your struggle, letting others see your wounds as well as your strengths, not just showing the bright side, but show the difficult part of your process as well. There's something that others will be learning from you. There's also something about setting boundaries, setting good boundaries right now as well, as you're heading into this new experience, this new season, taking yourself seriously. And that's going to be very beneficial for where you are right now and who you're surrounded by, right? There's something about not hiding yourself, but allowing yourself to be seen with what's happening, allowing yourself to process out in the open. There are others that are supposed to be benefiting from what you're learning right now or what you're experiencing. For your oracle cards, it's a very beautiful card, by the way. See that butterfly? And I feel like there's something that's changing right now. There's some restriction that you are being brought out of right now, whatever that is. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Emperor, and then what you don't see on the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords, which tells me that you're coming out of something. You may not even be aware. You may be aware, but you're coming out of some difficulty. Or maybe you just don't realize that hard times are over. The Page of Pentacles is almost like heading into or learning something new. It could be something about finances. Maybe you're starting a new job. Maybe you're making some type of increase in finances, or maybe you're starting to make money in some type of way, learning new skills, new opportunities. It's almost like the energy of building on something new, especially with the Emperor here, which talks about you having this sense of responsibility to build your future. And it is just energy, right? It doesn't mean that you have to be a man because it's the Emperor. It's really the same energy as the Empress. The only difference is the Empress is very connected to the right now, whereas the Emperor has a bit more of a futuristic intention. The Emperor is building for the future, right? The Empress is making everything beautiful right now, everything abundant right now. And so there's something about you having the opportunity to really build something solid and stable for your future so that you may have long-term success, right? With what you're stepping into and taking that responsibility to do that. And there may have been a struggle getting to this place. That may be what Spirit wants you to be open and honest about. There are those around you. That doesn't mean go shout it on the internet or social media, but there are those I feel like are around you that are watching you that maybe, benefit from your process. And so this is almost like being in a position. Spirit is asking you to be vulnerable with the struggle of where you've come to, where you've worked to get to right now. I feel like you're coming out of some difficulty or some worry. Finally, there's something about what you just went through that's going to be very beneficial for others to kind of know. Maybe they can learn from your experience so that they don't have to travel that route to come into the wisdom that you have now that you've experienced this. Yeah. And so there's something about being vulnerable right now with your process, with your experience. I do feel like there's some difficulty that you're stepping out of. People have been watching, maybe even waiting to hear from you. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. That's just what I'm hearing. There's something new that you are entering into, some type of new experience that you're meant to share with someone. And you've been placed in a position now where you have more autonomy. This new position that you're stepping into is giving you more autonomy over how things go from here forward. Yeah. So that's the clarion call for you, is to allow yourself to exist in a bit of vulnerability with your experiences. Whatever this is that you're coming out of right now. I feel like the difficult time is over. You're coming out of a difficult season, or a season where you were worried about something. But there's something about what that experience that was very purposeful, not just for you, but for others. Yeah. There's going to be something beneficial for you in this when you position yourself in this place. Yeah. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. You don't have to act like everything is all good and there has not been a struggle. Spirit is saying, don't hide it. And so take it as it resonates. I don't know. You can let me know if that's how this is really applying to you, because it's only energy for me. But if it hits home and you feel comfortable sharing, share with me. I'm always interested in finding out how the energy is playing out in real life. For you, your life is going to flourish when you enter into this energy of emotional honesty, is what I'm hearing. Close encounters. And that could be, in regards to love, friendships, any of those types of connections. It's just going to further enhance those connections for you. Okay. So allow yourself to be open and honest with what you're going through right now, or what you just came out of, shall I say. The butterfly is very symbolic for transformation. That's another reason why I feel like you just came out of possibly a difficult process and you're on the other side of your transformation. Now, when people see this, they may want to know, don't be ashamed of your process. Okay. There's something that is very beneficial for others to know. And you can be discerning on who you share that with, but it's definitely meant for you to share it with somebody. Okay. That's what I have for you. That's the clarion call coming out for Virgo. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led. Let me know how that resonates. Until next time, take care, Virgo. Bye. Libra, you are up. Welcome, Libra, to Blood Moon Oracle. My name is Leticia, and we are taking a look at the clarion call coming to you right now in this time, in this hour, in this space. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led. I did lay out my cards before time for the sake of saving time for you. What you got is wish upon a star, Libra. So there is something that you've asked for. I feel like is here, is manifested here. The other thing I'm getting is that Spirit wants you to acknowledge now is the time to allow yourself to be open and to visualize what it is that you want. Not just visualize it, but embody the energy. What would it feel like if you had that wish that you asked for? What would you feel like? And allow yourself to feel it now, right? For instance, if you are asking for a new car, what does that smell like? What does the new interior feel like? Allow yourself to experience those sensual feelings right now. What would it smell like? There's something about you being open to allow yourself to see the impossible or what you've asked for before it even manifests in life for you. Allow yourself to enter into a childlike energy right now is what you're being asked to do with Wish Upon a Star. Be open for the impossible to happen in your life. The tarot cards I got for you is the Three of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Six of Cups. It's all about fulfillment for you. All about fulfillment is what you don't see. The Six of Cups. You may, in fact, be in a time where, for whoever you are, there's this deep sense of passion or being in love, so deep in love that everything else is less important right now. A spirit is letting you know that now is the time to come on out of the clouds, come on out of the love cloud so that you can bring this into being for yourself. There's a need to be present here on earth and bring your head out of the love cloud. The Six of Cups on the backside is almost like someone who is so deep in love, like they spend all of their time in that energy, so much so that they forgot to be present in their everyday life. So spirit may be letting you know that there are things that you need to attune to that aren't necessarily pertaining to love. That's okay and that's dandy, but there's some things that you need to handle in your practical life, Libra. The fact that the Three of Cups came out, she's making offering. You can see that she's holding up a cup and she has two cups on the ground that are actually overflowing. It's almost like the ebbs and flow of a large body of water, like an ocean is disturbed. I feel like you're being called to really be grateful, whatever your belief is, however you see your source or your higher power. You're being asked in this time to give alms. If you give offerings, give an offering. And an offering can by all means be saying thank you, taking a moment to stop and just giving praise. It's that kind of energy. You're being asked to actually step into that energy and embody the energy of thankfulness in your current situation. I always look at that as like a initiator of beautiful things to come, right? You can never go wrong with being grateful, with being thankful. But there's something about you needing to give an offering or some type of acknowledgement of what you have already, right? Before you can really be thankful for what's coming, you have to be appreciative and thankful for what you have, or else you won't even acknowledge what's being given, right? There's something about being grateful and thankful and offering up some kind of sacrifice for what you have right now, where you are. And again, I have the Eight of Cups, which shows some type of advancement in life, some type of level up that you're about to have. And I can't help but see the star that's falling. You could have made some type of request as you saw a star falling out of the sky, like you made a wish on the star. This might be what is about to come to pass. There's some type of level up that you're about to experience with this Eight of Cups. Some type of level up, some type of wish that you've made. It's very interesting how this card would come out with the Oracle card, Wish Upon a Star, right? Either you need to, or you already have actually made a wish as you saw a star falling. And so for you, the clarion call is that you would pay attention to things that may need your attention right here, right now. And I don't think that it's practical things. I think it's spirits drawing your attention to be thankful, to offer up a sacrifice of thanks for what you already have. Yeah, this is almost like a picture of the Empress that's giving alms back for the beauty of life that is being experienced right now from the purest essence of her being, right? She's on the grass, like almost naked. She has a sliver of something on, but she has positioned herself to offer up the purest form of sacrifice for what she has, for what she's been given. You're being called to do that. I don't know what's coming in for you, but it's going to be something that you've asked for, that you desire, something that you've wished for. Yeah. It's going to be something beautiful as well. But you need to come on down to earth and position yourself. There's some things that you need to handle, Spirit is saying, starting with an offering. Okay. And so now is the time to allow yourself to sink into your childlike energy of just believing that anything is possible, because it is for you. And you're about to see that, Libra, in real time. How do you position yourself to receive it? Being grounded and being very much in your practical energy, handling things here in the earthly realm, paying attention and being grateful, being thankful for what you have already. Are you taking care of what you have already? That's a great question. Showing that you appreciate what you've been given is kind of like the door opener for what you are about to be given. It shows that you can handle, what you're about to be given, the space that you're about to step into. The fact that you have been responsible where you are lets the universe know, lets God know that you can handle what's coming. So that's what I'm getting. That's your clarion call. That's your clarion call, Libra. Prepare yourself by opening up, making a sacrifice, right? Even if it's just acknowledgement for what you have, where you are, and being present in this moment, in real life, in real time. Okay. This is good energy. I like this for you. I like this for you. Very lucky energy. Very beautiful. All right. That's what I have for you, Libra. Like, share, comment. Let me know how it resonates. Let me know when this wish comes in. There's something that's about to happen that you've asked for from the past. Get ready and prepare yourself to receive it. Okay. That's for you. Your clarion call is to prepare yourself. Prepare your practical environment for what's about to be given to you, for what's about to happen. Okay. All right, Libra, take care. Get ready. Scorpio, welcome. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle tonight, where we are taking a look at clarion call for Scorpio coming in right now in this moment. I'm Leticia. Welcome. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led to do so. I did pull out your card, Scorpio. For your Oracle card, I got Spirit of Gratitude. This is beautiful. Spirit of Gratitude. And there's a, oh man, I always forget the name of this flower. It's like a Japanese flower, the one that grows up through the murky water. And the fact that it was able to make it through the murky water says a lot about its tenacity and resilience. The fact that it made it up above water and was able to bloom into this very beautiful, beautiful flower. So you could definitely be someone who is either dealing with a situation that you will make it through beautifully, or has dealt with and has come out as pure as gold. But this is all about the spirit of gratitude. And for you, your clarion call right now is about understanding the power that you hold, the power that you carry when it comes to prayer and meditation, and the spirit of gratitude. You having the ability to commune with Source, with the divine, and having this deep expression of gratitude that moves you through these experiences, no matter how difficult they might be. There's this understanding as well that you may have, or Spirit wants you to understand, that when you embrace gratitude, it opens up your understanding that things are turning out exactly as they're supposed to be. I almost feel like there's someone who has this lifestyle of prayer or meditation. You're like a walking prayer. And it's through prayer that things happen for you. Miraculous things happen for you. And there's this understanding of you knowing that you're only part of the solution, which is why you have this lifestyle, this very submitted lifestyle to your higher power. It's almost like you acknowledge your gratitude and leave the rest up to God, or to the universe, or to Source, or to the divine, however you see your power. And because of that, you are like a channel for divine purpose and divine abundance in the earth, for divine love, divine compassion. That's what I'm feeling with this card. Like you're like a divine channel And if you've forgotten, or if you didn't know that, now you know. Your clarion call is to embark upon that energy, even though I feel like you already are. Your tarot cards that I got is the Two of Swords, the Ten of Cups. Very beautiful. And what you don't see on the bottom, the Eight of Pentacles. So first of all, when I draw attention to this Two of Swords, it's a woman perched on a rock on a stormy sea, unmoved. She is not flinched by the stormy sea, nor is she moved by the lightning that is happening on this water. She's sitting there unmoved. On one side, she has a red sword, which talks about the need to guard and to protect herself and to be vigilant about practical things that may be troubling or causing friction in the physical world. On the other side, she has a blue sword that she's holding. It's that same energy, but in the spiritual sense. And so there may be this stance of you being unmoved by the trouble that surrounds you, because you have your sword, you have your truth, you have your guard up against anything that would come in and try to disturb your sense of peace through gratitude. Spirit is letting you know this is how you fight back. For some of you, you may be asking or have asked for like some type of love partner. I feel like that's what this Ten of Cups is giving me, like a desire for a highly aligned connection when it comes to love that's going to be fulfilling with everything that you need from a connection. There's a desire here. And Spirit is saying through the waiting or through the fighting that you may be experiencing right now, Scorpio, the spirit of gratitude is either your weapon or it's your answer, because everything, as you know, will be unfolding in divine order when it comes to you. I also feel like what you don't see is the Eight of Pentacles, which is there's something that you do well. Spirit wants, and if you're not doing it currently, Spirit wants you to pick it back up and start back doing it, because you have this natural aversion, this natural talent for it. It might be something that was passed down through several generations that you just inherited and you're just good at. Spirit says, keep doing that. That is actually going to be an answer to your prayer. It's going to open abundance for you. Yeah, there's something here about you having something that you do very well. And Spirit wants you to continue or to pick it back up. This is about the spirit of gratitude, very spiritual message. Being grateful for what you have, where you are right now. This message was kind of similar to Libra's that I just did, but Libra's was focused around something they asked for. Yours is more focused around the lifestyle that you are, that you have, this lifestyle of inner peace and serenity and just knowing how everything is working out the way that it should because of your position and your connection with the divine. Spirit is saying, lean on that extra heavy right now. That is your defense. That is the answer to your request. Yeah. And that Ten of Cups points to someone very aligned, someone that is going to be like an answered prayer. The Ten of Cups is high level connection. It's like everything that you could have asked for when it comes to love or a connection and some more. Yeah, but the clarion call for you is to do what you know. I feel like that's a good way to put it. Do what you know. And I definitely feel like I'm speaking to someone who has a lifestyle of prayer or meditation. Spirit is saying, do what you know. Keep doing what you know. It has worked and it will continue to work. The spirit of gratitude is the clarion call right now. I don't know why I'm seeing or being drawn to this ear. It's a very subtle ear that's sticking out of this cup. Someone may be getting some type of message coming in. And I'm hearing what you're hearing is true. Believe it. What you're hearing for someone, I'm getting that. Yeah. What you're hearing is true. So don't second guess yourself, Scorpio. That's what I'm getting. That's your clarion call. The spirit of gratitude. Understand the power that lies in having a spirit of gratitude or a lifestyle of prayer or meditation. That is your power. That's what I have for you. That is your clarion call. Be unmoved by anything that comes to try to shake you up. Just enter into your closet of meditation or prayer. That is your defense, okay? That's what I have, Scorpio. Thank you for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to read for you. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led to do so. I appreciate you so very much. Whatever that skill is that you have, that Eight of Pentacles is almost like being dedicated to it, pulling it back off the shelf. There's something that you even love to do. Spirit is saying, keep doing that. Because it not only will fill your pockets, Pentacles is all about money, wealth, materialization, but it's the Eight of Pentacles is also about procuring a skill that actually feeds your soul, right? This Eight of Pentacles is something that you love to do, kind of like this energy of prayer and meditation. That could be what Spirit is saying. This is so much aligned with who you are that it actually feeds your soul. It feeds your soul. But it also is something that you can utilize to fill your pockets as well. Spirit is saying, keep doing that. And you will be rewarded in every single way, okay? All right, Scorpio, thank you for stopping by. That is your clarion call for this reading. Let me know if it resonates. Feel free to comment if you feel comfortable. Till next time, Scorpio, take care. Bye. Sagittarius, hi Saggy, welcome to the channel Blood Moon Oracle. My name is Leticia. We are talking about the clarion call tonight. What message does Spirit have for you right now in this hour, in this time, in this space? I did lay out my cards for the sake of time, Sagittarius. Welcome tonight. And you got beyond the ordinary. Very interesting. Beyond the ordinary. There could be some correlation. I think Gemini got this card as well. There's something about the current energy that you're in. Spirit. So here's the thing, Sagittarius. Sometimes we get so excited about the beautiful things. It says that you are in a space that is not necessarily the average experience. Many of you may be experiencing very interesting things in life right now. It's definitely not normal or ordinary. And the difficulty with having these types of things happening is we tend to want to grasp onto the future, or we want to know everything, when, where, how, why, what, who, right? Spirit does not want you to know. Spirit doesn't want you in that energy of trying to find out. Spirit wants you to understand that where you are and where you're going, a lot of it is privy to Spirit. Some of it you can't even put in words. It is that because it has not actualized yet. It may be that there are many different paths that can be taken. So it can't even be put in words yet. Spirit doesn't want you to waste your time trying to unravel the future. There's something very mystical about this energy that Spirit is talking about as it pertains to you. And the fact that there is a need for you to trust in this invisible unfolding that's happening in life for you right now without having to understand what's happening. Spirit wants you to step into kind of like this blind faith, Sagittarius. There are some things about your situation that can't be known for whatever reason. Spirit is saying it cannot be known, and you need to understand that. There's something about it that can't even be grasped intellectually. But Spirit just wants you to understand that everything is as it should be right now. And so don't wreck your brain trying to figure things out. It'll be a waste of time and a waste of energy. Spirit is just asking you to trust in this moment, Sagittarius, and surrender to not knowing right now. Okay. It's unknowable because it's yet to be made. As I was saying, there may be several paths before you that you can choose from. It has not been formed yet. That's why it's unknowable. Things are still kind of like in a flux for you, Sagittarius. Your job right now is to focus on what's before you, what you're being asked to do. Focus on that. The oracle cards that I got for you, Saggy, is the King of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and what you don't see is the Six of Wands. So first of all, what's very interesting is both of these, when I look at these two cards, it's very smoky. You might not be able to see it, but it's very hazy and very smoky. So there might be some things that you're not necessarily seeing right now, Sagittarius. There's some things that you don't see clearly. There's some things that you're not seeing. That's what I'm getting first and foremost. Your vision may not be clear, as we do know, we just talked about that, but there could be other things in the way with your current situation that you're not able to see clearly. Either you're in this energy or there's someone involved in your situation. King of Cups is a very high level energy. This is someone who has very emotionally mature. This may come off as someone who has done a lot of self-work, even to a mastery level, ascended mastery level. And this energy has something to do with something that you're not seeing. This new start, the Ace of Wands, on the back side of the Ace of Wands talks about a new sun that's dawning, but you can hardly see it because it's covered by smoke in the background. Underneath the smoke, I don't know if you can see through, there's some hills and mountains in the background. It's almost like you've overcome something, or you may not see what's to come, but you come to a place and standing at a new start, a new beginning, another chance or opportunity here. There's a red hawk flying above. And I feel like that is it's red because red symbolizes a necessity, an emergency, an urgency, or the need to see something. Usually when they want you to see something, it's red. So you can't miss it, right? And so the hawk is circling because there's this higher vision that's taking place. There's a need to back up off of something, Sagittarius, so that you can see the big picture of it. You may be too close or too involved to actually see what needs to happen or what's happening here. This is what Spirit has for you to understand about your clarion call. You may need to back up to see clearly. The Six of Wands is usually about victory, being celebrated, but again, there's smoke in the background. There's something you're not seeing about this. Riding on the white horse, you're in red, right? As the victor, you're being cheered on. But one thing I noticed, everyone around you is marred and tattered clothing with blood stains on them. So it's almost like there was a battle that has been won. And those that were in the battle shows battle scars. You're riding on the horse. It's almost like, are you aware? Spirit wants you to be aware of those that have fought on your behalf, those that have helped you to win the battle, to be able to stand victoriously where you are right now. And make sure that you understand the cost and the effort that's been put in on your behalf, Sagittarius, and that you don't overlook where honor is due. This is the backside of the Knight of Wands. You may not recognize all of those that have helped and put in on your behalf. It's almost like you're wanting to be celebrated and uplifted, but there's an energy with the six. I'm almost like that energy needs to be reciprocated with everybody that put in work. And you may have overlooked not giving credit where credit is due for bringing you to where you are. That's what I'm getting. So there's a lot that you're not seeing. Some of it is very mysterious as it pertains to you, an unfolding of the divine plan for your life. But some of it might be willing blindness right there in your practical life, things that you may need to take note of and see that are happening all around you. Spirit wants you to take your blinders off and be more attentive and aware. Okay. Whatever the smoke is, because I see smoke in two cards, whatever that is, there's a need for you to understand that there are things that may be blocking your view. So I'm not saying that you are purposefully not seeing this. There could be things that are blocking your view while you're not able to see this. Nevertheless, Spirit wants you to be aware of it. Spirit wants you to be aware of it, Sagittarius. Yeah. Very interesting. Anything else for Sagittarius? The great unfolding. There's something here too about financial rewards and the need to feel valued above financial rewards. Some people do things not for financial gain. Sometimes they get a sense of reward from being valuable and being useful and being able to operate in what it is that they've been given to do. Spirit wants you to know that not everybody is in it for financial gain, which helps, right? It helps you to meet your practical needs from day to day, but there's something about there being a deeper sense of reward here for someone Spirit wants you to be aware of. Yeah. Equality is coming out very strongly with this 6. There's something about equality. In the overall scheme of things, there's a lot that's unfolding in the spiritual world. It's very mystical energy this card gives me for you. Slightly different with what I got for Gemini. Nevertheless, it talks about a lot happening around you as it pertains to you when it comes to spirituality. Not all of it is accessible immediately to you. So if there's things that you're wondering about, that you're looking for answers, stop looking and just walk in trust and faith. Spirit knows, and everything is happening as it should be. Spirit is saying that. So stop looking. Stop trying to be 10 steps ahead of the game. There's no way to be 10 steps ahead of the game that hasn't even been drawn up yet. Okay? That's your clarion call, Sagittarius. That's it. All right. Be aware. There's a lot for you to see and focus on, and let Spirit handle the mystery of your future. Okay, that's your clarion call. Thank you, Saggy, for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. Beautiful things I see happening for you. Possibly help coming in. Still, I see a lot of help that you've received even to this point. It seems like there's some new beginning happening. Lots of beautiful things happening for you, Saggy. But you are being called to be aware of what's happening around you. There's a lot that you need to see and tune into. There's a lot that you need to back off of so that you can see. It may be that you're too close to the situation. Back off. Give it a little breathing room so that you can see things clearer. Okay? Thank you, Saggy, for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. That's your clarion call for this moment in time. Yeah, definitely not ordinary. And mostly I hear walk in trust and faith that everything is unfolding as it should. Okay. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led. I'll see you next time, Saggy. Bye. Capricorn, hello. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. We're taking a look at the clarion call coming to Capricorn tonight, in this moment, in this time, in this space. Blood Moon Oracle is the channel. My name's Leticia. How you doing, Capricorn? I did lay out your cards in advance for the sake of time. Your oracle card was the Divine Matrix. The Divine Matrix. The clarion call for you in this time, Capricorn, is all about you understanding that there is a higher realm of spirit. Okay, there's a higher realm of spirit in operation. And also the acknowledgement that we are all, there's something about us all being divine beings, part of this grand tapestry that's being woven into being from our dreams and our realities. It's all being woven into this grand tapestry. This is all about synchronicities and learning to trust how things are unfolding right now, which may be actually really good. for you. For me, this is also reminding me today of the Wheel of Fortune, which talks about being in a lucky time of life or having luck on your side, having karma, good karma unfolding for you right now. But things are being woven together for you. There's a higher order of things that are playing out very well in your behalf right now. And your clarion call is to understand that. I don't know what you're feeling in the physical or what things are looking like. Understand that there's somebody that's working in high places that are causing things to be shifted in your favor, Capricorn. You do have a part in that. Like, you have to acknowledge that and understand that there is a higher realm of spirit and operation that's available to you, and you have to be the one to claim it. Many times there are a lot of things that stored up for us, but we have to be open and willing to claim them for them to be activated in our lives. This is coming out for you tonight. What is that thing that you've been waiting for? You have to claim it, Capricorn. That's what Spirit is saying. It's waiting for you to claim it. Also, the understanding that that too is synchronized with you. It's not separate from you. It is you. It's one with you. You just have to claim it. There's a desire of manifestation that lies dormant within you until you activate it. Everything that is yours, that has always been yours, is intrinsically connected to you right now. When you were a little egg in your mother's womb, everything that would be yours was connected to you at that moment. Even your children. Isn't that amazing? Even your children lies in your sperm, lies in your egg. It is so already. And it's at the moment that you activate it, when you lay down or however you do the dang thing, that's when you activate it. It's the same thing with other manifestations. You are the one to activate what has always been yours. Spirit wants you to know that. That's your clarion call. And it's not just about you. You don't live in a vacuum, right? You live in a world with others, with a multitude of different realities that are being brought to life by others as well. There's the understanding of that too in this message. And those realities can affect you if you allow them to. But it's the understanding that you're not the only one living your reality. That's why we call it an interwoven, synchronized experience. It's a woven tapestry that's being woven together from our dreams and our realities. This is the clarion call that you are being called to understand. Yeah. All these miracles are waiting for you. Are you ready? Now, your tarot cards that came out is the Three of Cups on the front side, the Emperor on the front side, the back side of the Temperance, and what you don't see on the bottom of the deck was the Two of Pentacles. Okay. First of all, with the Three of Cups coming out on the front side, it's almost like Spirit is letting you know this is your season of happiness. I feel like you're being called to allow yourself to be gathered with others. Go have lunch with a friend or a couple of friends. This is a season to gather and allow yourself to laugh and be happy and enjoy the company of others with the Three of Cups. I'm specifically hearing too, for those of you that have a lifestyle of worship, this might be a time where you find yourself back in the church, giving alms, worshiping. But there's many different ways to worship, right? Some go out to nature, like she's doing here, to give back. But I'm specifically hearing church for someone, or temple. Someone's heading to the temple or may need to. There's a lot of joy and satisfaction that you're going to find there that's waiting for you to come. The Emperor brings long-term success that you are focused on here. I feel like for whoever you are, there is the aim towards the future in some type of way. Or maybe that's where Spirit is asking you to focus, not just in the right now. The Emperor is concerned about the future and is preparing things right now that's going to extend into the future. It's long term. And so this is a time where you're being asked to focus on longevity, not just the happiness of this moment, but this is about planning for the long-term future. Yeah. This is about planning for the long-term future. Very practical things as well. You have the power to do that. The Emperor is very sovereign in his responsibilities, what he's been given to maintain, right? This is a time to carry that to the fullest, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. the divine matrix. It's not about right now, but this is about extending into the future. The temperance card, the back side of the temperance shows temperance from the back. There's a guillotine in the back. There's a lion and a seagull. And for this card, the temperance from the backside, I feel like Spirit is saying this is not a moment to forego what it is that you want to do. This is not a time to sacrifice yourself for others or for a higher cause at that matter. This might be a time for you to go after what it is that you want. I do feel that with this Emperor card. This is a time for you to go after what you want. This is not a time to try to hold yourself back or to not undertake something that you're wanting to do. There may be something, and I'm getting that with this Two of Pentacles too. There's something that you do well that draws a lot of attention because you do it well. There's something that you offer possibly. I'm seeing these two things that's being shuffled in the infinity symbol. So there's something that you do well that actually draws a lot of attention. This may draw people to come to you for a service or for something that you offer. It could even be you, that beautiful, offering that others enjoy. There's something that you hold, that you possess, that attracts people. I feel like Spirit doesn't want you to be humble right now. Spirit is saying, let it shine, let her rip. Show your ass off, Capricorn. This is not a time to be humble. Show them what you're working with. Show them what you're working with. Because there's something about manifestation here that you're tapping into. Your reality is really a manifestation of what it is that you want to see. This higher realm of spirit is working with you to bring that into fruition. So there's something about you being really in your element right now. And there's no need to be humble about it. You're going after what you want. You are the emperor. And so it could be like a job. The Pentacles talk about jobs, right? Having a decision between two things. Which one should you choose? Which one should you go after, right? This is not a time to be humble. Go after it, whatever you want, okay? With all that you have, put your best cards on the table. Yeah. And so there's something about you understanding this manifesting that you're doing right now into your reality. This is a very beautiful time for you. Lots of fun with this Three of Cups, but this is also a serious time as you're manifesting your future, literally. Spirit is saying, don't be humble about it. Go after what you want and put it out there. Put yourself out there. Go out there and sell whatever it is that you do. Okay. That's what I feel like with the back of the Temperance. And don't take no for an answer. I'm hearing that too. Don't take no for an answer. You have the backing of the universe. Okay. And so this is your time. This is your season, Capricorn, for you to set some things in motion. You're not the only one that's operating in this energy. We're all manifesting our realities. The only way that someone else's will affect you is if you allow it to. This is all about you, Capricorn. You have the power here as it pertains to your life. Spirit is saying, attune to that. This is going to be like the element of manifestation, stepping into that energy of joy and happiness makes your manifestations all that much more powerful. Okay, so get around people with good energy. Laugh, enjoy yourself, fellowship, worship, whatever it is that brings the best energy out of you. You want to step into that energy right now. I feel like there's something very important that you're manifesting for your future. Do your part, and Spirit says that everything else will be handled, okay? All right. Well, good luck, Capricorn. Beautiful things unfolding for you. Especially you just being able to step into your authenticity of what you do unapologetically, right? Yeah. So that's for you, Capricorn. Divine Matrix is out here letting you know that you are weaving your reality through manifestation, through these different elements to understand, right? Your love of life, your sovereignty and your ability to actually go after what you want, not having to be humble about it, and knowing that you are pretty darn good at what you do. You can do it with your eyes closed. So if anybody needs to have faith in you, it's going to be you. Okay. And Spirit says, I will do the rest. Okay. That's for you, Cap. Thanks for stopping by. Beautiful energy. I'm loving this for you. Till next time, take care, Cap. Bye. Blood Moon Oracle, Leticia here. Aquarius, welcome. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle tonight. Leticia is my name. Tonight we're taking a look at the clarion call for you, Aquarius. What is Spirit wanting you to know right now, in this moment, in this time, in this space? I did lay out cards here for the sake of time. Your Oracle card is seeing beyond. I think someone is having a very important experience here, seeing beyond, because this is talking to the seers, the mystics, people that see things, and people that are able to visualize the future and channel energy. They have the capacity to imagine things and look beyond our material world, right? They're able to see beyond the veil. And also, as it pertains to the future, they're able to actually bring about options and possibilities for themselves. It's all about learning how to do this, getting out of your way during this time, Aquarius, to actually bring these things about that you visualize for the future, and not allowing your projections to be the outcome. There's something about a lesson that you are learning here as a seer. So I'm talking to seers. Part of this is you learning how to step outside of your knowing, your reality, and see beyond into what is yet existing, the potential of what could be. There's two types of people. There are those that see things as they are, plain and simple, right? And then there are those who have the ability to see the possibilities and the fact that the future can be anything that we can imagine or visualize, and the potential of that becoming real. Part of that too is understanding your connection with Spirit, because Spirit is the element of that equation that makes what is not yet real possible. And so there's all of those things that are in operation for you right now. For some of you that are very rehearsed in this position, this might be stuff that you already know, that you are mastering. For those of you just entering in, this might be new information for you. And so that's the beginning of this energy for you, is that you are a seer. You are someone who is not only able to see past the physical realm, you have an element of future potential. Seeing future potential. You have that element or that ability to see beyond. Spirit wants you to know this and to acknowledge this. No, all of those coincidences were not coincidences. They were actually real life experiences of abilities that you have, Aquarius. For my people that are just stepping into the realization of this, you are a seer. The tarot cards I got is the Seven of Wands. Of course, the High Priestess would come out. You're a seer. And what you don't see on the backside, we have the Hermit. On the backside of the Hermit, there's a lot about the backside of the Hermit. Tells me that there's a lot about your experiences that you don't share. There's a lot that you struggle with that you don't let a soul know that you're struggling with it. It's stuff that you keep on the inside. But just like this Hermit on the backside is on this solo voyage, so he thought. Here on the side, we have the two dogs and a crab that found him, right? It's like, yeah, you thought you was alone, but what you're hiding from or trying to hide will always find you. There are those that are able to live life without wisdom, but you're not one of them, Aquarius. You can run from it, but wisdom will absolutely find you if necessary in your experiences. In this card, we have the Seven of Wands on the shadow side, on the back side, where he's looking at the remains of a battle that's happening. And in those remains, he's looking at helmets of soldiers that once lived, and swords that, you know, it's what, and shields, what was once was, right? which is no longer. So in this picture, even though he's standing in the position of the victor, there is a realization of a price to be paid, lessons to be learned, whether you are a loser of the battle or whether you're the winner. Even though the winning of a battle usually has more subtle lessons, this is like a wake-up call. Like you could have definitely been on the other side of this. Just a shield that's left of you, or just your helmet or your sword. And those lessons that we learn when we come out of battle has a lot to do with like humility, this realization of the fragility of life, right? It could be snug in just a second. So there's something very sobering about some of the experiences that you've had, maybe even where you're standing right now as a seer, right? There's a lot that you see. There's a lot that you don't share. There's a lot of very humble lessons that you're undergoing right now. Don't take it for granted, and don't underestimate the seat that you sit in. Usually there is a heavy price, that comes along with these gifts, right? There's a price that comes along with that. As she's pointing to the book that she's holding, which is obviously something written that's important as it pertains to beliefs or even religious instruction. She's pointing to it, which means that it holds some weight, some value that needs to be adhered to, that needs to be acknowledged. It's just not about sitting on the throne, right? There's levels to this. And I feel like as you are entering into the next level, whether you are mastering this gift or you're just entering in, Spirit wants you to know there are definitely lessons to be learned here. There are definitely experiences, very sobering, humbling experiences that come along with this. There may be things that you see it's like, man, I didn't need to see that you would probably exchange not having that gift if you didn't ever have to see whatever it is that you will see again. There's some very humbling things on this journey. And so your clarion call is about this gift and the price that comes with carrying this gift, and some of the lessons around that you may have tried to escape in the past, but there's no escaping these lessons. It comes with it. It comes with it. And you can only escape it for so long. That wisdom, those experiences will find you, okay? And so Spirit is like, however you want to do this, it's fine with me. But it is what it is, Aquarius. And you are what you are. So that's my message for you. It's all about your gift. And something about acknowledging and paying homage to what comes along with it. I know many people will look at you and say, oh, well, that's cool. Maybe people will say that I wish I had that gift, but, not understanding what all you've had to go through. Yeah. There's something very sobering about your experience that I'm feeling. And I feel like there's a lot to be said. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. Nevertheless, you've been given it for a purpose. Okay? And I feel like the only way to really find peace in our gifts is to utilize them. You can't escape them. You can only utilize them. That's why they were given. It's practical and it's useful and helpful for humanity. That may be a message in itself too. So that's your clarion call, Aquarius. Thank you for stopping by. Letty is my name. Blood Moon Oracle is the channel. Seeing beyond, allowing yourself to embrace it and whatever comes along with it. Okay. That's your lot. Take care, Aquarius. I'll see you next time. Okay. Thanks for stopping by. And one last thing, Aquarius, that I'm hearing too. Spirit is saying, trust your own guidance. Trust yourself. The wisdom that you have can only be found within. So trust that guidance, right? This is not really about you going to institutions to get certain guidance. I know there's a pointing of the high priestess to the book, but this is about you knowing when and how to go within and trusting what you find when you go within. This wisdom that you're being given can only be found inside of you. So that has to be your source of guidance. That has to be your source of truth. Yeah. So you may find that you need to actually spend time going within often. And you may need to spend time in silence as well to hear your inner voice, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. And Spirit says when it's time for you to know more, then you will. The veil will be lifted then. Okay. All right. Pisces, hi. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle tonight. My name is Leticia. We're looking at the clarion call as it pertains to you right now, in this moment, in this specific time. I did pull out my cards for the sake of time. I hope you're well, Pisces. And so you got a higher view for your oracle card, which really talks about being able to take a step back to look at the overall big picture of what is before you, of what you're dealing with, or else you run the chance of seeing or making decisions from an uninformed place or decisions from a biased place. And so a higher view is beckoning you to maybe back up off the situation or allow yourself to detach from the situation so that you can see it from a clearer perspective. Whatever you may be facing right now in this time may require a higher perspective for you to see it clearly. Okay. As you can see, she's riding on the back of the bird, overseeing the land. There's something about being high above. If you've ever rode in a plane, the land looks a lot different in the airplane than it does when you're on the land. You don't see the subdivisions of each piece of property or the land lines. You don't see all of that like you do when you're high up in the air. Which would allow you kind of like an advantage, right? When you're looking and making decisions as it pertains to the land. Spirit is letting you know sometimes we need to back up or position ourselves in a higher place so that we can see a situation clearer and make better decisions, or even allow ourselves to be non-judgmental or more compassionate, right? There could be lots of reasons why you may be being asked to take a different viewpoint to look at certain things that are happening right now. You may be asked to embody conscious neutrality, like not take sides in the situation, or letting go of judgment, like I said, or any assumptions, or detaching from, whatever it would take to help you to remain unbiased. Okay. I don't know what situation that could be, but right now, this is what's coming up here. For your tarot cards, we got the Page of Wands on the shadow side. And I'm seeing it on the shadow side. And we also see the Phoenix rising from the fire, which tells me that this might be something that you have had to face. Maybe even face some defeat in your situation that you are currently dealing with. This is something that you've been through more than once, where you've had to bring yourself back from. And it could have something to do with having to deal with the opinions of other people, or trying to really be your authentic self around certain people. And I guess this would really say to understand the importance of these things. You being able to make moves and be your authentic self may actually require for you to find those people that will support you being your authentic self, whatever that is. You not having to wear a mask, right? Just so that you feel like you fit in, or so you feel like you don't have to make yourself into someone else to be digestible or acceptable, right? The pages are sometimes a youthful energy. I don't necessarily feel like it's talking about a young person, but this could be something that causes you to feel like you are younger or inexperienced, or cause you to act in a younger type of way, a younger type of a response. In this card, he's standing underneath the midnight sky, the constellations, and it looks like he's looking at the constellations in a deep contemplation. On the side of him is the phoenix rising from the ashes, which also talks about trials, fire. And I feel like for this person, it's a challenge because it's dealing with things that aren't necessarily normal, right? He may be dealing with things outside of the normal everyday life, it's outside of the mundane, or things that are easily explained, right? And I feel like there's a longing here for meaning, for some type of excitement or magic, but there's a fear too, an insecurity of being mocked in some type of way. And so that keeps them small because they're afraid that if they really present their authentic self, that it might not be accepted. And so this is calling you to really go into solitude and explore the inner parts of who you really are, and choose people who bring out the best in you and who allow you to be your authentic self. It's requiring for you to back up off of your situation so that you can see things a little bit clearer, including yourself. The Lovers comes out on the front side, and you see they're wearing masks. They're wearing masks. And the Lovers is all about making hard, high-level decisions. The Lovers. This could also be about having to make decisions that you need the support of your significant other, right? To be able to make valuable decisions for yourself. You need to know that it's going to be okay. Like if you happen to make a decision that is out of the norm or that may not be popular, am I going to have your support if I decide to do this, to do the unpopular thing? Or will I have to wear a mask? Which means that, you may have to wear a mask as well. And so there's something here about the energy, and there being a sense of importance with decisions. The Lovers is all about high level decisions and an urgency to settle the energy with a decision that needs to be made. But it not only affects you, Pisces, it affects someone else too. That's what this says. There's something about your qualities when you are in a partnership. It doesn't just affect you, it affects the other person as well. So there's so much here to consider outside of yourself, right? Whether it creates that fire over here or whether it creates a harmony, right? There's something about considering your decisions here and you needing to really give pause and take a higher view at how everything is aligned around you and how your decisions could affect your qualities, your characteristics, how you carry yourself and respond, how it could affect everything around you and everyone connected to you. Now, what you don't see is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles, which can talk about a little bit of a selfish, not selfish, but a self-full energy. Because sometimes it's necessary to be selfish. I like to call it self-full. The Four of Pentacles, even though we see that his back is turned, right? This is the back of the Four of Pentacles. And there's someone looking outside of the window, and he's looking at these four skyscrapers, right? Outside of his window. Each of the skyscrapers, even though you can't see it, they represent the four elements. So it represents balance, which four represents balance as well. The elements, air, fire, water, and earth, are all carved in these pillars that he's looking at. And then around him are four coins that are glowing, right? I almost feel like there's some type of preoccupation that might have something to do with money or some concern that you're focused on as it pertains to the world, everything out there. Your focus and your preoccupation is on that rather than the pursuit of, wisdom or things that are going to be fulfilling in life. That may say this, it doesn't have to, but it could be spirit just letting you know what's going to be most important and it's going to bring the value into life. It's not necessarily going to be the accumulation of money or your preoccupation with worldly things or work even, or worrying about these types of things. There's the attention being drawn to the four elements on these four pillars, which talk about balance. And if any one of those are out of balance in life, right, there is an unpeaceful quality that arises here. And so I feel like Spirit is just letting you know what you're not seeing is the importance of keeping life in balance. So there are ways that you can actually take a look at how you can bring, the love of water, that's an element, or the beauty with water, or the fire element, which is this creative element that we need to bring in balance. It could be creative things that you're working on, or the air, the element of air, which is all about thoughts, fresh ideas, new actions, or it could be, around earth, you just being balanced in life in general when it comes to work and family and things that concern you, your personal time. It's all about practicality and being alchemically aligned and blended with those things that we desire, our dreams and our passion and our inspiration. And this is where the magic is. Spirit is saying, this is where the magic is. So there could be things that Spirit is asking you to take a look at in your life. Is it balanced? Or are there things that we need to give less attention to? And then things that we need to give more attention to? One of the main indicators of that is if you feel satisfied. Do you feel satisfied in life? If not, then there may be a need to look at specific things that we've talked about in this reading. There may be a need to look at if you're actually able to be your full, authentic, expressive self. If not, you may need to find people that are able to encourage that and support that, whatever that is. Or if you're able to make high-level decisions with the support, it's not going to compromise your relationships or, the things that are important to you. And so, yeah, this is a bit deep for you, Pisces. I feel like it's very deep, and it causes you to have to really look at what's happening right now. Spirit may be asking you to take a higher look, like back up and turn around and look at life and what it looks like for you. Is it pleasing? Is it satisfying? Is it fulfilling? Are there things that you need to rebalance? Yeah. But it's all, it all boils down to you having the answer to those questions, Pisces. If you're happy, then hey, this reading may not be for you. But if some of it rang true, then it might be some areas that might bring more happiness into your life if you were able to actually take a look at those and balance those out, and maybe take your focus off of other areas that aren't as important. And so this is the clarion call. It's for you to take a higher view. I feel like this is really around you, not necessarily you looking at someone else. I feel like Spirit wants you to take a higher view of your own life, what's happening within you and around you, Pisces. There possibly might be room for some balancing that will bring in a little bit more enjoyment for you in life if you're open to it. Okay. But that's what I get for you, Pisces. Thank you for stopping by. The Phoenix is really an energy that doesn't give up. That's something that's standing out for me with this Page of Wands, which is really a young energy. It doesn't mean like that you're young, but the energy. Maybe there's something that you've been trying or working on and you're just new to it, or you feel like you're just trying to create something and get something off the ground. The Phoenix doesn't give up. No matter how many times it fails, it always rises up stronger, wiser, more resilient, more creative, more crafty than before. There may be something that you are looking to give you fulfillment that may need a higher view. Is it authentic to who you are? Or does it cause you to have to put on like another mask just to survive it? Spirit is asking you to actually create more authenticity, I feel like, especially with this, because it talked about having to put on to be accepted in some type of way, or not feeling like you can be your true, authentic self, where you feel appreciated for who you are, not for who people want you to be. And no matter how many times, it's like, it almost feels like you end up in the same place of not feeling satisfied or accepted. But the phoenix doesn't give up. I don't care if it takes 55 times. The phoenix is going to get up every time, because the goal is to win, is to finish, is to succeed. So there is no ending to this cycle until you feel satisfied. Okay. No matter how many times we have to get back up and try it again, we're not quitting until we win. Okay. There's something coming out about that. And so that's for you, Pisces. That's the clarion call for you, is to take a higher view. Take a higher view. And I feel like it's really talking about what's not working, that may need a different perspective, a higher perspective. There may be things that you're not seeing. And so this is all for you, though. Spirit is saying, this is for your fulfillment in life. Take a higher view, okay? And see if you can't find those things that keep getting in the way of your fulfillment in life, your happiness, your being able to be liberated and live authentic and free, okay? Not only for you, but even for those that you're connected to. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Thank you for stopping by. The clarion call is to take a higher view, okay? Until next time, my name is Leticia. Blood Moon Oracle is my page. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, just leave it, right? There'll be more in the future. It's always a pleasure to read. And with this, that concludes the clarion call zodiac sign reading. Thank you. My name is Leticia. You all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Till next time.